we had almost 30 people sign up, and this is a time of day that a lot couldn't attend. So for those of you who could not attend with us live, I just wanted to say hello and welcome, and I'm glad I'm able to share the recording with you. I am so excited for this content because we all face challenges in creating clarity for ourselves. And as you may know, when Kevin, thank you, our catalyst for this information to come in, when Kevin emailed me and said, I want to do a 100-day immersion, what can you share that would support the audience? And the first part of the 100-day immersion is all about tools for creating clarity. So I woke up the next morning and literally heard the universe say, okay, grab the recorder or get a notebook because we have stuff for you. And how to move into clarity was exactly what they downloaded. So there's 3 key ingredients that we're going to talk about today. And then I'm going to lead you through an experiential, and I'm going to merge the 2 meditations into one, but allow you to experience both. Because I think I'm an experiential kinesthetic learner. When I feel it, when I can embody the method, the tools, I remember it. It's easy for me to go back. And so I hope that that's the same for you, that you can get a lot, I'm sure you will, out of the experience. And keep in the forefront, of your mind a decision that you're facing, large or small. And let's talk about how we can apply that to each of the principles that we'll cover. And you'll be able to look at that during the experiential. I'm going to mute you, Grace Ann. There we go. All right. So for those who don't know me, my name is Teresa Warnstaff. I'm a high-level intuitive and a channel. I work with corporate executives all over the world. I work with moms, dads, business owners, anybody who is on their spiritual path. I don't work with beginners. I don't work with newbies. I don't work with individuals who are just curious. Where my tools assist people is when they're invested in their evolution and they want somebody to come in and lift them to those next levels. You'll experience that today, because not only will I give you words and concepts and information, but you will receive energy codes and downloads, transmissions that are specifically aligned for you. So I tune into the energies of the people watching now and in the future. And I intuit and I trust my guides, the universe, to do this, to give me what I need to resonate for your greatest potential. So today, we're going to talk about how to create clarity. We're going to look at the 3 key ingredients for attaining clarity in any situation. We're going to step into our authority, autonomy, and sovereignty from a place of peaceful knowing by integrating the information and the energy that will be transmitted today. And then we'll go through the meditation so that you can cultivate your inner knowing. This is about me giving you information to change your life, to empower you, so that you build that intuition mojo and you're able to navigate your skills with more dexterity and fluidity. And of course, moving through this is one of my opportunities, analysis paralysis, right? Just give me all the data and I'll figure it out. And then you get all the data and you go, ah, I don't know. So let's do a quick presencing grounding meditation to bring us all into the group. Get comfortable. Gently close your eyes or lower your gaze as you move into this present moment. Deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth 3 times as the energetic connections click into place and your guides, the universe, and your soul is aligned to hear, receive, and know what is yours today. What is your information? What are the codes for you? What are the energy transmissions that will serve you today and into the future? Deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And within yourself, if you choose this, say yes. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And we've circled up, and I feel the presence of those who cannot attend at this time, but will be joining us soon, sometime into the future. And I ground all and move us into what wants to be known. Deep breath, and when you're ready, gently open your eyes. Beautiful. All right. So we're going to talk a little bit, and if you have a question, raise your hand, because I want this to be interactive. I want you to have a voice, and I want you to receive exactly what you need in our time together. So let's begin by defining clarity. So I'm a word nerd. I love Googling words. And I went through several years where I looked up a new word every day. You know, the dictionary does that, sends it to you so you learn a new word. So I Googled clarity, and it's coherence, being intelligible, transparency, purity, the state of having a full, detailed, and orderly mental grasp of a situation. Now, that's certainly one aspect. I love coherence because to me, that makes sense. I can feel into coherence. Clarity for me is also, not even also, most importantly, being aligned with that which is optimal for your evolution, being aligned with that which is yours to be, do, and have. And as you're on this spiritual path, you know, define the what, why, and let the universe provide the how. So in making decisions, when our perspective is very narrow, based on our history and our present and projections into the future, allowing the universe to have a say, broadens the spectrum of opportunities. And that's what I call moving into that infinity loop of manifestation and creation. So the key and essential ingredients for moving into emotional, spiritual, and mental clarity are curiosity, neutrality, and my favorite opportunity, patience. Oh, that's the one that trips me up every single time. I am not one of the most patient people. I think that comes from spending a lot of time in corporate and needing to make things happen, right? So, curiosity. Being open to anything that comes in instead of prescribing what we think should come in. And it is challenging when you're sitting in meditation to say, okay, I'm just going to be curious. I'm just going to open up to whatever. And then whatever drops in, you're going, oh, no, but not that. No. That's the wrong one. We do this, right? We start prescribing what we think it should be. So how do you move into curiosity? What are the tools that you use to be curious? Anybody have any tools that they have successfully used?
Gosh, it seems like it's been, I don't know how exactly. It's almost like there's I don't know, what's just showing up here right now is it's like a fascination with what's showing up.
Yeah. I love that. Annette?
Exactly, I think the same. Like it's like a excitement about what's going to show up. Yeah.
I love that. Anybody else have any thoughts? Heather?
I think for me, it's this just belief that there's more to know. Yeah.
That's a great place to start. I believe that there's more for me to know. That holds you in curiosity, doesn't it? And what we see with Kevin and Annette is this playfulness. Right? You're gonna get the best response by being playful. So drop the seriousness, drop the must-have, should-haves, all those constructs that we typically set into playfulness and being able to laugh at what comes in and be fascinated by what comes in.
During my travel, it happens all the time. I'm sorry to interrupt. Like,
no, that's okay.
I'm actually just yeah, I'm very curious about what's happening, like what people I'm gonna meet, like completely random things happen, but in super good way, usually.
So it's a belief that good things are coming to you. And there's a certain amount of courage too, isn't there?
Yes.
Yeah. So acknowledge that it does require courage. Acknowledge that it can be a little bit scary sometime. And yet, if you know that you're safe, if you have a mantra or something that you can repeat to yourself that says, I'm safe to receive all of the information the universe wants to share with me. that cocoon. And for anybody who's done any work with me, there's energy systems, and I'm actually going to be recording some more meditations that help you move into that safe space of your cocoon, of your bubble, your energy systems. And that speaks also to sovereignty, authority, and autonomy. And knowing that you have free will, that even if the universe gives you the perfect thing that you thought you wanted, you can say no. That's important. This is your ride. So thank you for sharing that. And sorry, I'm not at my desk, so there we go. So neutrality plays very well into curiosity. I think neutrality is essential. So for example, if you get an answer and you go, I don't think I want that. I don't want a red pear today. I want blue. Being neutral and saying, okay, so if I take the red pear, tell me, where does it go? Being neutral in how you move through the information and not assigning a value to it. Being neutral is the blank canvas, right?
I think that's also a very important key for everything. Not just about this, but for everything, because if you're neutral, then you just like kind of observe and let things happen as they are and observe them how they are happening and let everything to come in. And then you can decide, as you said, what you accept and what you choose.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you guys think? Do you agree? How does neutrality feel when you think about it being an essential ingredient of decision making?
Yeah, it really just, like, in the way you described it, it's like when I work with my patients who are unhappy in their marriage, for example, and we start to explore, well, what would it mean if you left? And I tell them, if you don't have the freedom to leave, then you don't have the freedom to stay. You can't be in a place of choice. So there's a way in which this dovetails, but not about marriage per se, but, you know, all of these choices about life path.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree, Maria. It applies in those big decisions and the little ones, because as we know, those little ones can become big ones. They can have the big influence. So staying in alignment, staying curious, staying neutral is essential. And my favorite ingredient, patience. I have not been the most patient person. My life has been lived from driving, not waiting. Just has. I spent 30 years in corporate, and dang it, you had to make things happen. You had to drive decisions through the ranks, whether they agreed or not, which is so stupid. Okay, if you're out there listening, don't do that. Don't. And I think also there's, thank you, an essence of excitement for me that feeds into being impatient, not wanting to wait. Come on, I know it's going to be good. Can we just do it now? You know, it's the kid in the back seat. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? And yet it's essential. The universe actually gave me patience first because they know me so well. And I put it last because I want to really highlight it. What I know, I do not have all the information. And for me to allow the absolute best outcome, I have to wait for two things. Number one, for the universe to line things up. And that includes people, places, things. So they're dealing with ambiguity in all areas, right? So the universe is going to line things up. And they do it well. I mean, we know this. We can screw up, we can make a mistake, but they'll get out there and they'll help fix it and put us back on our path. We know this, we've all experienced it. And the other ingredient is I need to be in the right place to receive it. It is probably the biggest wild card in this whole scenario. Do your beliefs support the outcome you want? Do your beliefs support the clarity that you're yearning for? Do you act? Do you feel? Do you be all the things necessary to create the outcome, the clarity you want? Now, when I think of that and I go into that, that's a big one. That to me is the greatest determinant. And it is why, one of the reasons, but a big reason, why I'm absolutely 100% committed to A, being on my evolutionary path, doing what I need to do to be my best self and to bring that best self into the world so that I can affect a change, so I can influence a change. And two, being able to do what I love and create transformation and inspiration in places where it needs to occur. Period. So yeah, I'll be patient. No, it may not be comfortable, but yes, I will do it. Will I cultivate curiosity? Will I stay neutral to the best of my abilities? And if I don't get it right, I'll try again. The key is keep showing up. Keep showing up. And what you dream of, what you want, that clarity on direction will come every time. And I do mean that. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. It will come every time. Now, I don't know about you, but just hearing that moves into my body in a way like, okay, good. I'm so glad. You know, so receive that. You are important. Your contribution to this planet is important. You deserve to know and have, realize and be the best that you can. It's amazing, isn't it? All right. So who's ready to do a meditation? Gosh, I don't have my mouse.
I'm already feeling a little dizzy, to be honest.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for
Since the
saying that.
meditation- Yeah. Since the video
So
chat.
thank you. Go ahead.
There's a strange feeling on me, like something's being channeled.
So thank you for sharing that. We'll start by grounding everybody. And then we'll move into the practices. All right. Gently close your eyes or lower your gaze as you move into this present moment. Hold in the back of your mind the question or opportunity that you would like to create clarity around. Take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Continue that cadence as there we go. As we move into grounding into the planet, clarity requires that we be in connection with our earth. Clarity requires a grounding for this clarity to land and be realized. So feel your feet on the floor and roots coming out of the bottom of your feet, moving into our planet. Feel the back and forth, the exchange of energy as you ground deeply into our earth. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth as you lock into this connection. Feel it move through your vertical tube. Your vertical tube is the channel of energy that runs through your whole body, foot to crown. It continues into the earth and into the universe. And feel the energy of the planet as it infuses your vertical tube. Now bring awareness to your crown chakra. Bring awareness to your connection to your soul, your guides, the universe, and know that they all are present and contributing to your experience today. You will receive everything that is meant for you, whether now or in the future, live or on recording. There we go. Beautiful, locked in. Deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. As you allow the flow of universal energy through your tube. As you feel the commingling of essences. With intention, take this energy and expand it beyond the body into your bubble and infuse your bubble with earth, universe, balance. Beautiful. Well done. Yes, fill your whole bubble. And anything that no longer serves will be released from your bubble. This will act as a cleansing, balancing agent for you. And this is a simple practice you can do at any time, anywhere. Okay, good. Bring your attention to your heart. You can lay a hand against your heart if that feels like a natural expression for you. And in your mind's eye, place your question, that which you're asking for clarity about, in your hands in front of you. Now radiate the energy from your heart into your hands. And allow knowing to unfold. Continue to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. And infuse your question with heart energy. Allow yourself to cultivate curiosity, neutrality, and with patience, allow your question to be infused with an answer. And we'll take a moment to allow that. Bring your awareness back into your heart. If you received an answer, simply envision the hands in front of you, closing around that, and hold that for later reflection. Envision a white light coming from your solar plexus and infusing your energy bubble. Will cleanse and balance, realign to the earth, to the universe. Activate that vertical tube as we get ready to experience the second meditation. Ground into the planet. Connect with the universe. And come into this present moment. You can take your original question, or you can bring another question to mind. And this time we'll move into an either or meditation. This is when we face a decision and we require clarity on whether we should move in one direction or another direction. Ground deeply into your presence, moving back into the heart chakra. Beautiful, good. There we go. Good job, Amel. Settle in. Now, hold the question in which you have two options in the forefront of your mind. Hold it gently, hold it lightly. And then in your mind's eye, just use your imagination. Picture a road in front of you. It is your perfect life. It is your optimal timeline. It is this beautiful, beautiful path that leads to all of your dreams realized. As you reflect upon the question and your two options, I want you to take one step in your mind to the left and feel what your life would feel like if you took option A. That feeling should be immediate. Don't censor. Stay neutral and curious. Feel how that feels in your body. And if you can, look ahead. Is it bright? Is it murky? If you can't see anything, that's fine. Move back into the body and feel it. What does your body feel like in that situation? Perhaps you hear something, or you just know what the outcome would be. Good. Remember that as you take one step back to the center, to your optimal timeline. Shake it off like a dog shakes off water, or simply focus your gaze forward on that beautiful optimal timeline. And take 3 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Beautiful. Now we're going to look at option B and take a step to the right. Again, holding that option at the forefront of your mind so that you can feel it in your body. You can see it perhaps in front of you, how it would unfold if you chose option B. You could hear or know. Feel into that knowing, feeling, hearing, or sensing. Receive the information. And with 3 deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth, release that and move back to your original position in front of your optimal timeline. Anchor into the present moment. Be present in the now. Open the 3rd chakra and infuse your bubble with white light. Give gratitude to your guides, your soul, the universe, for supporting you in this experiential, for supporting you in this meditation, for supporting you as you gain the tools, the skills to move into clarity. And as you choose, maintain your connection with Earth and universe. Maybe lighten it up a little bit, not quite so deep and pervading. And with 3 deep breaths, in through the nose and out through the mouth, come into the present moment and gently open your eyes. No. All right. You did beautifully. Would anybody like to share their experience? Or, oh, Maria, big hug. Anybody want to share their experience, or yes, anybody want to share?
I'm happy to share. So amazing to have come into view with what seems to be such clarity around this, it looks like an end of the year, a cutoff of some, and so I feel like this has been hanging around for so long. And it's, I didn't realize that it could be that complete in this, coming to really choosing.
It's astonishing how clear it is when you receive the answer, isn't it? When it's time to receive the answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, congratulations. Would anybody else like to share?
Hey, Teresa, it's Amel.
Hi, Amel.
I'm sorry, I'm just not ready to go on camera.
That's fine.
Seeking clarity is really hard when there's, your heart and mind and the intuition, and then you're like, all these things, emotional factors that there's a lot of feelings out there. And so it's so good to learn these skills to reset. And it takes time and patience with yourself and compassion, right? Practicing this self-compassion, exactly what we're doing for ourselves, right? And it feels like things do become one and perhaps a little bit light in the sense of, clarity and there's maybe different levels of, I think I know versus, yep, this is it. And then there's the also aftermath. Am I asking the right questions? And is it like how, and then how do I really know? And so I guess, I'm so much trying to find these moments of clarity and being kind and practicing the moment, if you will. But at the same time, I can't help but to question sometimes, am I asking those right questions? Like, how do I know what I'm supposed to be asking? Like, right? And why, is it all about feelings? Well, what about the mind and the logic? Like, what if they're in conflict? And, so it's like this balance of, I get the moment of the clarity and I want to hold on to it so much, but then the fog starts to set in, and it's how do I know I'm asking those right questions to get the clarity on the things I want?
Yeah. Mel, there was so much wisdom that you shared in that statement. Thank you. Because
Sometimes I feel like I'm just rambling on without making any sense, but again, I'm just trying to be self-compassionate and share that with people who, and hopefully, the mind only grows with other minds and the relations of our relations.
Yes.
And our own relations, right? Our own relations are key.
Yeah.
So thank you too. And thank you to the group.
Thank you, Mel. So I want to talk about that. How do you know if you're asking the right question? I think for me, the best way is to ask a variety of questions and consolidate your information. And here's the thing. If you get clarity around a decision, all you have to do is take one step. Okay, you don't need to execute the whole thing all at once. Only take one step and feel into it. And Mel, I want to address that because here's the thing. I think even though I know this, society has put our mind as our greatest resource. I actually think it comes in a solid third place. And the two more reliable resources are intuition and our feelings. Here's why. Intuition takes into account your wisdom and the wisdom of the universe. It's collaborative. Emotions don't have a logic switch. Emotions just are. You cannot reason with emotions. Your mind, you can convince your mind of dang near anything. Anything. And as we said earlier, it's comprised only of your current experience, your past, and what you project into the future. It's very narrow in scope. And I'll tell you, as I look back at my career in corporate, the decisions I made using intuition, whether it was a go, no go on a project, a new tool, an expenditure, a staff member, my intuition served me better than my logic. You know, when the CEO jumps into the meeting and said, you know, let's just do that. Let's just not. I can't tell you why, but we're not. Right? Your mind is a great tool, but it's never in my opinion, it's never the definitive. Even Steve Jobs, he says he gathered data and then he'd go within and meditate and feel into what was the optimal next step. And we all know he took next steps that didn't make sense. So, all right, we just have a few minutes left. I want to keep to the hour and respect your time. You guys are amazing. Thank you for showing up. Thank you so much for playing with me. I want to invite you, if you have questions or if I can be of support in any way, reach out to me. And we have the Trust Circle every Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific. Everybody's welcome. This is an open group to support each other as we navigate this life. If you want information, just send me an email and I'll give you the Zoom link. Come every week, come sometimes. Come when it serves you. That's what it's designed for. And I have a couple of announcements. Kevin, thank you for hosting The Future Is Now. I would like to encourage you, if you're not doing this now, you can go to Zaz. And can you put the link in the chat, Kevin? Go to Zaz Network, you can join the network. And this 100-day immersion allows you to access a multitude of teachings, trainings, groups, and a community of like-minded people. So please do sign up. There's no cost. It's just because we're all here doing this together. And there's so much wisdom that is shared. When I hear from you, Amel's share, Annette's share, Kevin's, Heather's. I mean, when I hear from you, Maria, I learn and I get to get a little bit better. And then I can share and you can learn. That's what this evolution is about, right? So go to Zaz, sign up. The other thing I want to share is my alchemy group. The Alchemy of an Intentional Life starts again in September. It's been so amazing so far. Heather, I know. It has been the most transformational 6 months, 5 months, we still have 1 month to go, that I've ever experienced in a group setting. It will be by invitation, but you will need to chat with me rather than just jumping in and signing up, because it's not for people who are new to the spiritual journey. Yeah, it is for people who are really ready to step into it in a big way, because you will, I promise. All right.
Thank you, Teresa. Thank you so much for those words and those kindness and for this group and the energy. I hope you have a great rest of your week.
I will, Mel. Thank you so much for coming. It was so good to see you.
You too. Bye, everyone.
Bye, Mel. And anybody else, is there anything else that you want to share before we sign off?
Yeah, I just want to give a plug for you.
Oh,
I'm in alchemy. I'm manifesting. All of that was shared today. It's like it comes now after all this practice so naturally and easily for me. Like neutrality was my big edge. And neutrality is now a gear that I shift into with much more ease. So
yeah. Thank you, Heather.
Thank you so much for today, Teresa.
You're welcome, Maria. It was so good to see you. Thank you for coming.
Amazing, Teresa, as always. And I will, Heather, along with you, give a shout out being part of the Alchemy program. It's been unbelievable. So thank you, truly life-changing.
Thank you, Heidi. Good to see you, friend.
So good. Deep, deep gratitude. Thank you, Teresa, and all here today. It's wonderful to get to see a new face or two or three. And yeah, it's not at Zaz.com. The only way to get to it, because I didn't get it out in all the places, it is Zaz.com/100day. So you have free access. Would love to see you there. Zaz.com/100day. Just fill things out. And again, so thankful. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you all.
Yeah, thank you, Kevin. Thanks for creating the container that birthed this little burst of inspiration. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much for everything.
All right, Grace Ann, so good to see you as always. I love you, friend.
Love you too. I'll look forward to the recording when I can hear it all in one time and space.
Yep, that sounds great.
Thank you.
It should be out in the next 24 hours.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Many blessings, everybody.
Thank you. Oh, Annette, I was
Thank
so
you
glad
so
you
much.
could.
It was wonderful. Thank you very much. The meditation was very, very